face in a bodysuit. Shimmering bright, I shine, I fight. Queen of the night, and I just might. Hot girl, spark the fire, light the dark, take it higher, serpent sting, watch me swing, make the demons scream and cry, blaze up the night, yeah, I'm dynamite, hellfire queen, living free, this my city, this my fight.
Oh boy, I already hate this.
I'm about to come out with my own anime. Yes, and it's gonna be on Amazon Prime. That's the exclusive for the Houston audience.
Did we get more details? The name?
No, that's the exciting.
That's it. Okay. We're excited about that.
It's gonna be you ain't never seen that anime like this ever in your life.
Ooh, I like that. I'm excited. We excited, right? We're excited.
No. It just strikes me as what this is going to be is more like the Black Dynamite anime that came out. You remember? I think it was done by the same people who did Boondocks. Yeah. It's done in that Amerimation. Amerime is what I used to call it when I was younger. It was Amerime. And it's done in that kind of
or Japanime, or it was like was it Japanime or something like that?
I don't know. I called it Amerime because it was American anime and it was rough. It was born out of the same thinking that Teen Titans had, but Teen Titans, I guess, just seemed to be a little less full of itself. And anyway, I think that's what Megan is going to be coming out with.
No, I remember it was Japanimation. That's what it was. Japanimation is what people called it.
Oh, so what I'm thinking about here, though, is this would be more like the Black Dynamite cartoon that was out there. Is that she'll be some urban crime fighting badass that, has like all these cool gunfights and kung fu things, and that'll be the big thing.
So like it'd be Black Dynamite meets Stripperella. Could be that.
Yeah, you're probably right. That'll probably be the exact formula that they'll go with on this.
Like it could be a Stripperella magical girl situation. Oh my god, if it's Stripperella had a little bit of a magical girl kind of thing going on, let's be real. But if it is like a Stripperella magical girl situation, but like back in I could see that kind of thing being on like Spike TV.
Yeah, streaming has a whole different attitude about this stuff, especially Amazon. They produce The Boys. So again, like this is in the same kind of vein as that, and that's what Kirby asks here is who's the target demo. This is probably for the boys. People that are into the boys, they'll probably migrate over to this anime. People that are into that Netflix, that adaptation of Devil May Cry, that'll probably be the standard of humor in this too. It'll just be that sort of quippy, everything's a joke, nothing's serious, she's always in control and never not completely in control attitude. And again, it's going to be satirical, so that's to be expected. Black Dynamite was barely ever caught off guard, and when he was, it was for comedic effect. So it doesn't matter. I'm only trying to like theorize about what they can do with her, because we saw her. She's not quite the person you would probably have playing the female Professor Xavier. Let's put it that way.
Like, if you want to give her like a troll isekai kind of situation, I would so be here for that. That would be hilarious. But again, it's the times we live in where we can't have, you could do it in manga because manga doesn't give a fuck. Unfortunately, the times we live in now, like when it comes to like visual mediums like anime, cartoons and stuff like that, they're a lot stricter because you've got to be PC. So you can't, again, this is not like back in the Spike TV days, Stripperella days, where where you could actually have fun. No, you can't have fun anymore, which really sucks.
It's a really restricted atmosphere to be trying to even try to make sense of in the comedy fashion. Like we hear this all the time on the comedians that go on to Joe Rogan's show and others. They're talking about how they can't tell their jokes because the audience doesn't know if they're allowed to laugh at them or not. And it says, I think Joe even said, like, that's the saddest part about all this is watching the people like wait for you to give them permission to laugh. And it's going to keep happening again. Like this is probably going to be one of those ones that doesn't shy away from things that are like, you know how Tekken's putting the Waffle House in as a fight map?
Waffle House? Yeah.
The creator confirmed that he's going to put that in there. So we'll have the Waffle House.
Like, I think that's like freaking awesome. And like, the thing is, and that's why I'm like, I think the fans of Megan would love to see something like a troll isekai, like where she's like going in and making fun of isekais, or like doing like a stripperella, like magical girl, like a troll kind of thing, like a satirical take
Well, it has to
on,
be.
like, well,
She
obviously, but
talks
like
like a thug nerd again. You
I know,
can't
but like
have her like,
I'm talking
I'm gonna
about like,
stop you from taking over the world and destroying my friends, destroying
but
my
like
hood.
I know I'm talking
Beerus, you know?
like but yeah, like a black exploitation meets magical girl anime, like a satirical take on that. I think that would be really fun, and I think people would actually like that. But I just don't know in this. I don't know if in this climate though, if at least Americans would accept it. I know overseas they'll get a kick out of it because they don't care. As long as it's good, it's good. They don't care.
Well, it's one of those things
Well,
where,
except for
like I
maybe
said,
Europe, unfortunately, because Europe is is like, and maybe Australia because they're extremely like woke, and their governments are extremely woke, and they are offended by everything. But
and so that's what we're kind of like up against though, is that I don't think this is going to be something that's played serious, like you said. I think
yeah,
it is going to lean into that Black Dynamite kind of thing. Because she says you haven't ever seen an anime like this in your life. Now, I have a fuzzy that showed up in my throat. Just a second. I think that's what we're looking at, is that they're going to come through and do something like the Boondocks, you know. I think that she hasn't announced any who's involved with it, and what I can find, there hasn't been an announcement about
no,
this officially. It's her saying out loud that she's going to do it, and it's happening, and who knows if it really is or not. But we're assuming that she has enough money to work this out with Amazon, and Amazon, of course, has about as much money as Elon, so they can obviously throw this around and make it happen. Which, in my opinion, because of their success with The Boys, and the success of Invincible, they're not going to back down from this sort of gross out kind of stuff. They're not going to back down from that R rating. They're not going to back down from the Game of Thrones risque sexual attitudes and stuff like that. They're not going to back down from it. So that's what'll be in this. Again, she's Megan Thee Stallion does not present herself as Wonder Woman. She
no.
presents herself as characters who punch hard and don't talk a lot, unless it's like one-liners. So it's fine. She'll be okay. It'll just be Black Dynamite. I guarantee you, it'll just be Black Dynamite, and she'll be voicing it the way that I can't remember his name now. Damn it! He looked like my cousin. Whoever played that, it was the weirdest thing. Black Dynamite's actor was like the black version of my white cousin. It was weird. But yeah, it's nuts. But anyway, yeah. This is what's going on with Megan Thee Stallion's anime. She is not going to be doing My Hero Academia, don't worry. But she has clarified that this is an anime unlike anything you have ever seen before. And to me, that suggests that it's going to be like a heavily American influenced, heavily leaning into like the black exploitation 70s kind of crime, like urban crime fighter, like
Like,
Shaft.
yeah,
You know?
black exploitation stripperella with I
Yeah.
would that's what I want is to see, is a black exploitation stripperella with a magical girl twist. That's what I would like to see. I think that just
That
would be fun.
right. And that's kind of what we're looking at with it.